Hey guys, and welcome to, yes, the final part to my Soul Level 1 guide. I can hardly believe it. Seems like it's only been such a short time since we started. But here we are. We're going to take on Manus and then finally take out Gwyn. I do have a bit of a cold, but hopefully you guys, hopefully I don't sound too different here. Now, this is the run, of course, down to Manus. And the one big obstacle here is this guy up here, because he can actually one-shot you with that main one attack he does, if he hits you in the back. So that's going to be your most reliable way. He'll do 2 casts and then jump down usually. That's going to be the most reliable way. Now, if he does keep on backing up and backs up that way instead of off the cliff, you can go ahead, run down here, wait a couple seconds, you'll hear the cast happen, and just turn around and block it, and then continue running down. What I've done is I've rested at Firelink and then warped down here, and so I have a ton of flasks. And it was useful for my purposes of going human. If you go human, sometimes you can get stuck at the bonfire, but if you warp out, you won't be. Now, I'm going to show you guys a method here that I do not recommend by any means. You can actually do Manus poopy goat style, with the Capra demon, and throwing the dung pies over it. You can do Manus in much the same way. See those red eyes down there? If you do it just right, if you get your aim just right and put on the hawk ring, that increases your range. You can actually kill him from here. And there we go. 15 damage. I can hit him again, critical for 23. So you'd have to do this a lot. This is like hundreds and hundreds of shots that you would need to do to kill him. So this method is slow and tedious, and it's kind of a cop-out for one of the coolest fights in the game, so I wouldn't recommend it. I just wouldn't be doing my job here if I didn't show you guys all the easiest ways to do this. But I would definitely discourage you guys from actually using that method. Instead, I'd go up, grab the silver pendant, because that's going to be a useful item for most players. And we're going to go down to the Manus fight and fight him normally. It's also interesting to note that damage done from the crossbow position stays over. So if you wanted, you could give yourself a little handicap, shoot him a couple times, and then fight him. But it's up to you. It's not a very big handicap either, since his dark magic, which happens below 60%, is the real threat to this fight. So this is another fight where I'd like to tell you guys it could be easy, but there's really no super easy way for this fight. The thing is, you are going to have to dodge a bit. The good news is that nothing he does can one-shot you besides his dark magic as long as you're shielded. Now you can see here I'm dodging and actually losing lock. I'm undoing my own lock on purpose and attacking to the side. That allows me to keep my distance from Manus. Manus has some close range attacks that don't leave him open for you to attack him, and so you don't want him doing those. It's a waste of time, and he could potentially do some damage. So you want to kind of keep your distance, so that's why I recommend unlocking like this and jumping to the side, as you can see there. Now, when he does that jump up into the air, you will lose your lock on him, so remember to re-lock right away. That attack he just did, where he slams his hand down, he does have a follow-up combo for that move. So what you want to look out for is he'll hit the ground, and he'll rest for a second. As soon as you see his head dip down that he's resting, that's when you can feel safe to attack. But even if he does follow you up with the combo, you can roll out of it and shield it pretty easily, and it won't be enough to kill you. Now, I am summoning Sif here. I wanted to show this as an option for the fight, because Sif actually can be really useful. He's pointless for damage, but he can help out. And now, you see me rolling through it right there. That's not going to be necessary. What I decided to do is And actually, you can see me, I actually got smushed here, didn't dodge, wasn't enough to kill me, so you can block all of his stuff. But the biggest threat in this fight is that cast that I rolled through. Because it always starts in the back, so depending on where you are in the field, you have to use your silver pendant at different times, and it can be very, very difficult to get the timing on it. I myself have quite a bit of difficulty with it. So I decided it's best and easiest to just turn around, shield it, and his recovery time on that move is long enough where you have plenty of time to heal. So using those 20 Estus Flasks from Firelink can be very useful. And this main attack, that's going to be another big threat to you. The good thing about it is that it's very easy to silver pendant. And you can see the silver pendant is the main thing I have equipped. I want to be able to use it quickly. I don't want to have to switch to it when he does that fast burst attack, that Dark Bead style attack. But it's easy enough to dodge. You'll see him, by the time you know what he's doing, you can basically use the silver pendant, and that'll be a good time for it to be at the right time to block the attacks. And so, again, with this move, just turn around, block it, heal, you have plenty of time. I actually rolled here. I wasn't sure what he was doing over there in the darkness. I thought he was doing the hand sweep. The timing on that attack is simple enough. He raises his hand up, keeps it up for about a second, and then the strike happens very quickly. So it's actually fairly easy to dodge. And he caught me here in a follow-up move. That's not the combo I was talking about, but that is one thing he can do. And as you can see, it wasn't enough to kill me. So you can get away with some mess-ups here. Now this move, all you gotta do is run or roll away. If you just turn around, just undo your lock, turn around and run, and you'll be just fine. So these hand sweeps, easy enough. Keep your shield up just in case, but do try to roll. That's the thing about this fight, is you are going to have to work on rolling his attacks a little bit. You're probably not going to get away with shielding everything all the time. But as long as you get a good number of successful rolls, and as you can see, I'm using my Ninja Flip Ring to help me out, the Dark Wood Grain Ring. So I think it shouldn't be too much of a challenge for you guys. Having the shield up really does help you get away with a lot. Because even if you get hit, there's still time to roll out of it. It'll just take some of your stamina down. One thing about punishing that move right there, only do it if you have full stamina. If he does do his follow-up combo, then you'll want to have enough stamina to roll out of there afterwards. But yeah, basically, as you guys can see here, Sif helped me out quite a bit. And he's limping over there. Aw, poor Sif. I hate that. But there you go. Manus is down. Now, you may notice I did lose all my humanity and souls at one point. And that is because of... I was testing out some things, and I tested out some methods that didn't work so well. I ended up dying twice in a row, and lost those, just in case you guys are wondering. But here's Dusk. She just kind of cries there and whimpers. So, meh, okay, whatever. We'll just leave her here in the bush. She'll be fine. Now that she is rescued again, we can go down to this area. Now, you can summon her before the DLC, but if you start the DLC, you do need to defeat Manus to summon her here again. And we're doing this because we never did summon her before, and she's going to give us a good gesture, a popular troll gesture, if that's going to be your style. And so with the proper bow, we've got pretty much, I mean, we have definitely everything we need, guys, to go ahead and do some PvP. So here's some of my hijinks, because I know some of you guys asked to see a little bit more of this. But just a couple ideas of some fun things you can do while you're doing low-level PvP, which I always get a kick out of. Just shrugging off these guys' attacks. And I dropped 2 Titanite. Gotta be polite. Can't just be a total dick in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. I like to at least give them a couple Titanite as a consolation prize. And make sure you bow before filling the area with hellfire like that not seen since the primordial times. And finish it off with a prostration. And you can see this one hiding in the window over there. So I was waving, drop a couple things, try to help her out. But she wasn't coming. I want to give her goodies. Hello? Hello, I got presents. Ow. Oh, stop that. Take the presents. Take them. Take the presents. Take them. Take the presents. Fine. Fine. Your life is forfeit. That's what you get for not taking my presents. Anyways, guys, so yeah, go ahead, do your PvP, get 99 humanity, because that's going to add to all your defenses. And then you'll have a serious amount of defense, and that's when you can really start taking on high-level players. But after that, last thing I'm going to really recommend here is go ahead and kill Vamos once you have all the fire weapons you need. Because he actually drops the Royal Helm in an interesting spin move there that he does. But he drops the Royal Helm, which for its weight has excellent defense when you upgrade it. So I'm sure a lot of you guys can work out some good builds with that yourself as well. It's good to combine with the Xanthos cloth, because that is very high defense as well. Also gold, so you can work out some good styles with that. But that's everything I can think of, guys. I've been pretty thorough thinking about it for a while, and that's really everything that's going to be even remotely useful here. So I'm going to finish out this guide and show you guys how to fight Gwyn. In this moment right here, let's just take a moment to enjoy it. And when you play, do the same, because we worked long and hard for this cutscene. There's the door to the kiln of the first flame. Now, I want to take a minute here to just talk a bit about the future of my videos here, because of course we're wrapping up this major series of mine. I'm going to go ahead and keep doing Dark Souls videos. Now, as far as Dark Souls like series, let me know what you guys think about series I should do. Challenge runs, or even maybe speed runs. I'm not much of a speed runner, but I do want to hear from you guys, see what you would like to see. But other than that, I'm going to keep doing sort of like clip-style videos, kind of like the Remorseful Wraith and the Soul Level PvP highlights, those kinds of videos, and the very Dark Souls Christmas. More stuff like that I'm going to be focusing on. But I'm open to doing more series, and I'm probably going to start playing some other games as well, potentially, here. So, just to give you guys a heads up as to what I'm thinking for this channel. But I do want to thank you guys for watching this series, and look forward to things to come here. But for now, we're going to make our way to Gwyn. There's 5 Black Knights that stand between us and Gwyn. They all drop their respective weapons. This guy can drop his sword. Switching over to the Chaos Club real quick. which I would recommend, and there's a cut there because I actually came back. I did this first, went to fight Manus, and then came back, so I had to, you know, sync those together. But, yeah, they each drop their own respective weapon, and they all drop different kinds of chunks as well. This one always drops a red chunk, so before killing Vamos, if you need some more chunks, go ahead and farm this guy. And you can get a bunch of them. He drops them, I think, every time. And I am using the fire because Gwyn is resistant to lightning, but he isn't resistant to fire, actually. So I would recommend getting 10 humanity, potentially, and using a chaos weapon, or you could just go with fire. That'd probably benefit you as well. Messing up my chain backstabs here, but that's okay. He's gonna do us a favor. Speed things along here. You can see the shiny down there, actually, on a big tree trunk. But we are going to go ahead and use Solaire for this fight, so go ahead and clear out these two. We're going to want Solaire at his top health for sure, because Gwyn can actually deal quite a bit of damage to him. As far as Gwyn, guys, I mean, of course, you can parry him. He's very weak to that, and we can, of course, use Solaire to fight him and make things easier for us. But honestly, guys, if you've made it this far, I'm not worried about you beating Gwyn, but I've done my job. That's the way you can beat him. Parrying and using Solaire, that's going to make it real easy. But this fight went so well from a cinematic perspective that I thought it might be fun to just put some music onto it and let you guys watch. You can pick up your own tips if you want from there. But it's a pretty cool fight. It really worked out well. So I just want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy it. And we'll finish out this playthrough right. Man, the amount of coordination between me and Solaire in that fight, I love it. That was such an awesome fight. Probably my favorite time I've ever fought Gwyn. And so now we are going to go ahead and follow in the solemn footsteps of Gwyn and burn ourselves for the sake of the world. Nah, screw that. We're the Dark Lord, bitches! We worked hard for this. We're the Dark Race. We're the King of the Dark. And I'll see you guys next time with whatever the bright future brings.
My Lord, bless thy safe return. Let Calf and Fran to serve your highness. We are here to serve your highness. Let true dark be cast upon the world. Our war